Hey guys, welcome back to Cardinal Signs. I hope that you're doing well. So for today's reading, we're going to be doing your weekly crystal ball messages for earth, air, fire, and water signs. Before we jump into that, I just want to let you know that I'm going to be releasing your decision time readings around midweek, most likely on Wednesday. So if that's a reading that you enjoy, keep your eyes open for that. And also, I'm super happy. I've got a new space set up here, so I'm really pumped to have a place that's more permanent, so it's easier for me to do readings for you. So that's exciting. So I will have the timestamps linked in the description box below, and I'll also pin them in the comments. So you can click on your link for earth, air, fire, or water signs. Remember to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy it. Let me know what resonates in the comments below, and subscribe if you haven't already. Okay, so jumping right in here for earth signs. What can earth signs expect for the coming week? Okay, so I'm seeing like a waterfall effect in play here. So there's like a sense of something's happening and it's triggering like this series of events. So you may have a catalyst moment that's happening for you this week, and you're going to feel the effects of this moment, this situation, whatever it may be for you. You're going to be feeling it in your life for quite some time. So to me, it's feeling like it's a good thing. It feels like it has some sort of healing energy with like this far-reaching effect. And it's lovely. So this is a big week for you, earth signs. So make sure that you're continuing to hold a lot of positive thoughts and intentions in your space, because I see it like really carrying you through for the next couple months at least, where you're going to be feeling the effects of this week in particular. I'm seeing you switching gears. For some of you, something hasn't been working, and I'm seeing the need for you to be quite flexible and be able and ready to kind of like shift on a dime. So it's like if you're doing something and it's not working, it feels like you're pushing against a wall. It's a clear sign that you're meant to take a different path. And so you need to have this flexibility to shift gears quite quickly when an opportunity opens up for you. Because you know, like that saying, like when a door is closed, a window opens. I'm seeing a situation like that. And so you have to be open to finding that window if you feel that you've been stuck or not making headway where you would like to. Some of you need to look at the shadow side of something. So there's something going on here, and perhaps you're a very positive and optimistic person, which is lovely. I definitely resonate with that. But you also have to be willing to look at the parts of it that are perhaps a little more shady or shadowy or imperfect, because they need some attention. So there's something in your life right now that has a shadow aspect that needs attention. So ask yourself, what is that? I'm hearing when you know, you know. So some of you are receiving some clarity about something. Perhaps you've been wondering about a situation and you're not sure which direction to take or how to approach something or someone. This might be a relationship message for some of you, like a love relationship message, because what I'm hearing is when you know, you know. And so I'm seeing this sudden like aha moment. Things are shifting, clicking into place, and you're going to just have this sense of inner knowing and peace kind of descend on you. That's really lovely energy to see for you, earth signs. Okay, I'm also seeing and hearing sharpshooter. So it's like you're taking a shot at something. This can be, it can be a risk. It can be a calculated risk that you're taking. but I'm seeing you being very successful and hitting your mark is what I'm getting here. And I'm feeling, I'm picking up on like a little bit, I don't want to say that it's fear necessarily, but it's like a little bit of jitters. I'm getting a little bit jittery. It almost feels like kind of like stage fright, I guess. So maybe you're preparing to launch something and put yourself out there in some way or in a new way that you haven't before. And you're getting a little bit of stage fright is what I'm getting. I used to be a ballerina, and so I know, like, you know, before you go on stage, you get like all the shakes and jitters going through your body, and that's what I'm picking up on for you guys this week. Some of that energy, again, it's not a bad thing. It's very exciting energy. Okay, so taking a calculated risk, and most of you, I'm seeing you hitting your mark, okay? Being received very well, whatever it is that you're doing. Okay, so final message here for earth signs for this week. Okay, mash up. I'm going to ask for clarification on that because I'm not really sure what that message is about. What is this mash up? Okay, so some of you need to be careful with your words. Some of you may have a hard time communicating this week. I always like to wear some sort of blue stones. I love this turquoise bracelet to help me speak more clearly. That's something that I always seem to struggle with, especially on camera. But you may find that you're tripping over your words more than usual this week. Or that you're having a hard time communicating clearly. So something that you're saying, whether it's out loud or maybe even things that you're writing down and communicating that way, is getting kind of jumbled or twisted and misinterpreted by the people that you're trying to communicate with. So just be really careful to take your time, slow down, think through before you're speaking, or reread things before you send out emails or messages and that kind of thing. Okay, so don't rush in your communication this week. So I hope that these messages were helpful for you, earth signs. Thank you so much for watching. Have a beautiful week, and I will see you again next time. So moving on now to air signs. So what's coming in for air signs for the upcoming week? Oh, okay, so I'm hearing watch your back. So you need to be careful about what's going on in your surroundings. For some of you, I feel that this is actually more of like a physical message, like literally be careful that you're not like something, I'm seeing like something falling on you perhaps, or bumping into something, hitting your head, that kind of energy. So that's quite specific. Hopefully you're not as clumsy as I am. I'm an air sign as well. So I'll be taking that to heart for sure. But yeah, so watch your back. For others of you, this is more metaphorical, and there's something around you that you are not currently aware of that is not the greatest. Okay, so this could be a person maybe who doesn't really have a great intention towards you, or a situation in which you just need to be extra cautious and protective of your energy and keeping your energy clear, and not allowing others to kind of intrude on your space. Okay, so this is you watching your own back, okay, and taking care of yourself. I'm also hearing use your magic. Oh, that's a message I haven't had before. Use your magic. So whatever magic is for you, and it's different for everybody. For some people, it can be like clearing your space with herbs, whether it's sage or cedar, Palo Santo, that kind of thing, and keeping negativity at bay that way. So that's one avenue. Maybe it's crystals. Maybe it's simply setting an intention for your day, and manifesting things into your life, manifesting beautiful, protective, positive energies around you to help keep your space clear and free of the negativity that others have around you, because I feel that there are some people around you who are perhaps weighing you down, and they're probably not doing it intentionally, but it can affect you. And so you have to kind of keep that boundary around yourself, and you're in charge of protecting your space. Some of you are starting to see a dream come true, is what I'm seeing. It's like, it's something that seemed so elusive. It was like one of those things that it was like a pie, like, pie in the sky. Is that the phrase? I don't know. But it was like something that you could never have, or it seemed like something that you could never have. It was just like a pipe dream. And yet this week it's starting to shift, and it's starting to actually seem like this could come into your life. This could actually become reality. You're getting some signs or synchronicities, messages coming through, feelings that show you that, hey, this could actually happen for me. And it's very exciting. I do see it being still a long way off. There's quite a journey here. It's a beautiful journey, the way it's being shown to me, but it's uphill work, okay? It's definitely an uphill journey. Okay, pairing with that previous message, I'm seeing you having to move mountains, okay? So there are obstacles that you need to overcome this week. And perhaps this, because I feel that this message is linked to the previous one, perhaps this is a more long-term message as well, something that's going to go for quite some time into the future, and timing's different for everybody. But I'm seeing you having to move mountains, or wanting to move mountains for someone or something in order to bring that into your life. So there's this like sheer will that you have, this determination to succeed. And it's like whatever's happening with the previous message, you're just like, you're making your mind up, and it's like, I'm going for it. I have my hope. My hope has been restored. I am going to throw myself into this 100%. I will move mountains in order to get this thing that I want. Okay, so super determined energy coming through here for you, air signs. And I'm also hearing, I love this. This is just a continuing message. Where there's a will, there's a way. Okay, so I'm not going to go too in depth with that. It's pretty self-explanatory. It's tacking on to the last two messages. So if you truly want something, you can have it. If you're willing to, go the distance, if you're willing to put in that hard work and be patient, because I see this being like a long game, you can have this. Where there's a will, there's a way. We'll do a final message here for air signs. I'm also hearing wherever the wind blows you. Wherever the wind blows you. So this is encouraging you to remain open. So even though you may have set your sights on something, and it's like, this is where I want to go. And so you have to be open to taking detours. The path might not be as linear as it seems when you first start out on this journey. And so you have to be willing to basically explore the little side avenues that life presents to you, because you never know what's going to lead you to this thing. Ultimately, there are more than one ways to get to any place, okay? So don't become too rigid. Make sure you remain flexible as you pursue whatever this beautiful thing is, okay? So I hope that these messages were helpful for you, air signs. Thank you so much for watching. Have a beautiful week, and I will see you again soon. All right, So moving on now to fire signs. So what's coming in here for fire signs this week? Nothing to say. So some of you are at a loss for words. Something has left you speechless. Maybe this is something that's happened. Maybe this is something that someone else has said that has left you just like shocked and without words. And maybe some of you are just feeling particularly quiet and wanting to keep your thoughts to yourself this week. Could show up in a bunch of different ways here for you, fire signs. Some of you are witnessing a miracle in your life this week, and it's a very significant miracle. It's going to really strengthen your faith in something. You're becoming a lot more sure and certain about something. Whatever this was, it's something that you may not have fully believed in before, and now you're seeing something with your own eyes, and you can't not believe it anymore. Once you've seen it, you can't go back. And I do feel that it's a beautiful thing because it's coming here as some sort of miracle. So that'll be interesting for you to see what that is. Let me know if something happens. I'd love to hear what that miracle is for you, fire signs. Okay, wondering. I'm seeing you wondering about something, and it's like you're very much in your mind right now, cycling around and around and around, and I feel that you're asking the same question over and over again. So that can be challenging energy to break. I'm going to ask for clarification, any advice on how you can move through this energy, because I feel that it's got you kind of stuck in place, spinning your wheels. It's very stale. So what can fire signs do to move through this cyclical wondering energy? Okay, they're saying you have to move on, basically. They're saying move beyond it, release, and let go of control. So that's way easier said than done, of course. Okay, so this is something that has really preoccupied your mind, and I think you're going to have a hard time moving beyond this and letting go. But right now, it's not good for you to continue to just circle around in this train of thoughts. And so you need to let that go, set it aside, put it on the back burner in your mind. And I think it will work itself out because, like a watched pot, doesn't boil. I think you'll get your answer and your result, and it'll come about organically, and you can't force it. Okay, so be patient, put it aside, and let it work itself out, is the advice coming through here for you, fire signs. All right, what else? It's the same message again. Let's shift gears. New energy for fire signs. It's just indicating how tenaciously you're holding on to this. So really work on letting that go. Some of you need to express yourself loudly, firmly, even forcefully. So some of you are not being heard. Your message is not being heard. It's falling on deaf ears. And some of you may be actually raising your voice, yelling in order to get your message across. And others of you are going to have to pursue another channel of communication to try to get your message through to this person or people that you're trying to communicate with, because there's some sort of blockage. It's like they're not receptive to receiving what you have to say. So I would love to see you get creative with this. Rather than resorting to a brute force, pushing your words on another person, take a step back and think, how can I get this person to be more receptive to what I have to say? Because it's important that you don't change your message. Your message is important to get across, but it's the way that you're communicating it that is causing the other person to be unreceptive. Okay, so you have to shift your strategy, change tactics here with how you're communicating. Final message for fire signs. Okay, some of you need to get away. Some of you need to leave the space that you are like habitually in. So maybe this is leaving your house. Maybe this is just going out for a walk. For others of you, this could be on a larger scale. This could be needing to get out of town for a few days, maybe going away for the weekend, clearing your head. I think that could be important, especially if you're having a hard time letting go of that thing that just has a hold on you. Maybe try to book a little bit of time away. Just get out of the space that you spend the most time in, because the energy there is kind of heavy right now and you need some fresh energy. You need a fresh perspective, and that's going to help kind of clear the cobwebs out and help you to let go, first of all, and clarify, second of all. Okay, so I hope that these messages were helpful for you, fire signs. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you have a beautiful week, and I will see you again next time. So, water signs. What's coming in here for water signs for the upcoming week? Some of you are in the midst of a spiritual inquiry, is what I'm saying. Some of you are on like this deep internal journey, and you're searching for something that has meaning for you. You're trying to find a deeper meaning in your life. For some of you, you may be actually going on a journey out looking for something, or going to a place that is sacred. That's coming up for some of you, visiting a sacred site. So for some of you, this could be more like a traditionally religious site, such as a church. For others of you, this could be like a place that has really powerful energy, like a vortex and that kind of thing, or like an ancient tree. It will be different for everybody, but I'm seeing you searching for meaning and going to a place that's going to help you discover that meaning. You're finding your spirit is becoming elevated. I feel like this, so far anyway, this week seems to have quite a lot of a spiritual theme to it. So we'll roll with that. So you're feeling very elevated. Some of you are transcending the worries of your everyday life, and you're recognizing them for what they are. They're very small, and they don't need to be heavy burdens to you, and so you're rising up above that. You're getting a higher perspective, and there's a sense of deep peace, tranquility, and transcendence washing over you. What an amazing thing coming in. Wow. For water signs. Okay, I'm seeing a person here. Now they're coming to me, they're reading something, and they're very focused on what they're reading. This could be just symbolizing the work that they're doing at this time. So they're very focused on their work, and they're also being presented to me upside down. This could be Hanged Man energy, perhaps, but more so what I'm getting is that they're so engrossed in what they're doing, their projects, distracted, that they're not really paying any attention to you, and you might be getting a little bit bent out of shape because of this, because somebody you feel that they're neglecting you. And they're not doing it intentionally. They're just so focused on what's going on in their life right now. There's some sort of project that completely has their attention. They are 110% into this, and they can't tear their attention away from it. So be, I guess, what is the word here? Not forgiving this person, but just understanding that this person, if they're not doing it because they don't care about you, I think they are going to come around, they're going to turn around and see you standing there needing their attention, But right now, it's not a great time for this connection. So things may be a little bit turned upside down on their head and not really clicking well with this person. I'm feeling that they're male, but this is a general reading, like a younger male energy coming in here, but it could be anybody, okay? It could be anybody. So final message here for water signs. I'm hearing, when will it come? So some of you are getting impatient about something, antsy. You've been looking for something to come into your life, and you thought it was going to be here by now, and it isn't. When is it going to come? So I see you circling around, worrying that maybe it's not going to show up for you. I'm going to ask for clarification. Timing is so challenging, but we'll see. When will this come for water signs, or any advice while they wait? I'm hearing new moon with the new moon, and I'm seeing an owl. So that makes sense. So during a darker phase, a darker period in the month, around the new moon, possibly. I've lost track of where we are in the moon cycle at the moment, so I can't even tell you. But I believe soon, or maybe in the next new moon. So again, timing's hard for everybody, but hopefully there's a little consolation for you there, water signs. So I hope that this reading was helpful for you. Thank you so much for watching. Have a beautiful week, and I will see you again soon.